Hey there, it's Leslie here with YYC Knits. I just wanted to make a video of how to cast on, doing a long tail cast on with in your ribbing pattern. So if you have a knit 2 purl 2 rib, you'll be doing a knit 2 purl 2 cast on to make it look like the stitch or resemble the knit 2 purl 2. You can do it with knit 3 purl 3, knit 1 purl 1, so it's it kind of resembles the actual ribbing. So what I've got here is I've got a pattern that I've wanted to knit for a while. I bought this pattern on Ravelry, so it's a purchase pattern, and it's the it's actually called the Meathead Hat, and it's by Larissa Brown. So I just saw there it says, please do not distribute. So just wanted to show you here the pattern that I'm using and how it's going to look. I saw one of the Ravelers actually made this hat in a beautiful red color, just like this one I have here, and she put a little pocket on it and then filled it with 3 or 4 crayons, and it's absolutely adorable. It's on this chubby little baby and it looks so cute. So yeah, so I'll just get started here. So I've just wound one of my mini skeins that I've got here onto a toilet paper roll just to make a center pull ball. So I just I just wound that, and I've got another video on that if you'd like to check it out. So what I find handy is if you just squish it, it comes out a little bit easier, and voila, there we go. So we've got a center pull ball. So cute. Basically this hat pattern is knit flat and then seamed up the back, but I will never seam a baby hat or a hat of any sort. I don't like a seam on my head, especially on baby hats where they spend a lot of time laying down. So it does say if you want to knit it in the round, just omit the edge stitches and go ahead and do so. Now the other thing is, when you're knitting a hat in the round, if you're knitting on a small circular so that your hat will fit on the small circle, and you can just knit, eventually when it comes time to decrease the top of the hat, you're going to have to start decreasing using a double pointed needle. So what I actually like to do, and what a lot of people are kind of scared of, is magic loop. And there's no real magic involved. It's just you're using a longer cable and you're knitting in the round. So you're knitting using magic loop method. That's what it's called. And so basically you're putting your stitches on and you're just knitting off one needle and then turning your work and knitting off the other. So you're knitting around. So basically I don't have the gauge on this pattern, so it calls for 9 stitches, so that's a really bulky yarn. What I'm using here is one of my own yarns, YYC Knits North Glenmore Park. So this is an organic merino in bulky weight. So we've got another one called South Glenmore Park, and that is actually a superwash merino wool, and it's really nice too. So this is what I'm using, and I'm just using some leftover mini skeins that I had, odds and sods, kicking around. So we are going to take my 8mm needle. So we've got a US 11, and it's an 8mm needle, and we're gonna make a long tail. So basically we've got 12 inches of tail per roughly 20 stitches. So you know, you can, the bulkier the yarn, the more generous you can be with that 12 inches of tail that you're going to leave behind. So we need to cast on, just looking at the pattern here. "42 stitches. So if we take our tail and we count like a foot, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to go over about a foot of yarn, like maybe 18 inches. And so that's 40. And then we'll just go 3 feet, and that'll give us ample room. So casting on using the long tail, knit 2, purl 2, cast on. Our ribbing, once we get started, is knit 2, purl 2, and we're going to do that for 6 rows. So basically, I never like to put knots in my knitting, so I'm going to hold the end here that is not attached to the ball with my thumb, and the end that is attached to my center pull ball with my pointer finger, and I'm just going to hold it like that. I'm going to stick my needle in. Now, this is a knit. We go under the thumb, around the pointer, and now we have 2 knit stitches on there. To do a purl, we go around the pointer from behind, around the thumb, and through. And when we tighten that up, you'll see that that looks like a purl stitch right there. And this one, if we pull down, it looks like a knit. So we need another purl. So now we've got 2 purls and 2 knits. So now we need 2 knits. So to do a knit stitch, you're going to go around the thumb, around the pointer finger, around the thumb, around the pointer finger. To do a purl, you're going to go around the pointer, around the thumb, and through, and tighten that up. Around the pointer, around the thumb, and through, and tighten that up. I'm actually looking through the camera right now, so it's really hard to tell if you guys can see exactly where my needle is going. So we've got knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. Okay, and we're going to do knit 2. Now for these purls, these are maybe the trickier ones. We're going to go around, around, and through. So around, and through. And like anything, it just takes practice. You will be able to do it. So we're doing our knit 2s. With practice, you can do anything. The first time I was winding yarn on my Nitty Naughty, I thought, there is no way that I will ever be able to do this. This is crazy. And I had to watch video after video after video of how to start. So you can see there, we've got the knit 2, we've got the purl 2. So there's a drastic difference between the knits and the purls. I mean, this is a knit stitch, this has got your purl bumps, so that's your purls. So it's just a really nice cast on that I like to use when casting on and ribbing. So yeah, have fun with it, enjoy, and we'll just do a couple more. So we're doing our knit 2s now. And now we're going to do our purl 2s. So we're going to go around this pointer finger, around the thumb, and then through there, and tighten. Around the pointer, around the thumb, through the pointer, middle of the pointer, and then tighten. So our knits. The knit one kind of seems to come natural. And our purl. And there we are. So we've got our knit 2, purl 2 ribbing. And I hope that helps. I'll be back when I have the required amount of stitches on and show you how to knit this little hat in the round using Magic Loop method. Thanks for watching. Bye.